Solomon says, what does it really matter? If we all die and all our deeds are forgotten, does it really matter if I made good decisions or bad decisions? Well, he says, yeah, there is something better about walking in the light than walking in the darkness. There is something better about wisdom than folly. That's true, but at the end of the day, no matter how good I am, I still die. And so he says, I hated life. You know, I can relate to what he's talking about there. Living this self-disciplined, rule-following life doesn't really bring happiness. I grew up in a very legalistic church. My family had strong faith in Jesus, but the church we were in, they had a list of rules they called the Holiness Code. And they taught that if you didn't follow all of those rules to the letter, you would lose your salvation. So men couldn't have a beard. Women couldn't wear pants. Couldn't get a haircut, right? There were all these rules, and if you broke any of the rules, you would lose your salvation, and you had to come and repent in order to get it back. And I remember one time the pastor was giving an illustration. He said, if you're driving down the highway and somebody cuts you off in traffic, and you think a curse word at them, you don't say anything, you just think a curse word at them, you've just lost your salvation because you cursed them in your heart. And then you swerve to avoid the wreck and roll your car and die before you have a chance to repent. Well, now you're going to spend eternity in hell because you thought a curse word at somebody who cut you off on the highway. That's the kind of the legalistic upbringing that I had. And I can tell you in that,